Thanks!
And we all love Heist. So in this video, I'm going to go through and rank all the heists in GTA Online from worst to first. This will not be based on how much money each heist pays out, but will be based on how well they are presented and of course how fun they are to play. There are a total of 15 different heists, which includes the various approaches for the Diamond Casino heist. So without further ado, let's get to it. In last place is the young Ancestor approach for the Diamond Casino heist.
Hey!
Not only are the specific preps way too long and tedious, but the longer cutscene at the beginning of the finale is also a drawback.
She knows, man! She fucking knows!
Many players find it particularly challenging to complete without an issue due to the odd behaviour of the game's layout, like different places that you can get spotted and where you can't.
Get to the staircase, then go down to the ground floor and make your...
This place is off limits.
Through here. Keep going.
The only good thing is how you can drive off in Young's Grotty at the end.
You're cool and get to the fire. The driver has the getaway car in position. I've pinged you the GPS. Get to the fire. Don't bring the cops, and we're home free.
The group sex strengths are also its weaknesses. Because it is such an easy approach to complete, this makes it one of the most boring. It's nigh on impossible to mess this one up, but low-level randoms somehow manage it. The whole thing takes little to no skill whatsoever. You don't even need to drill through the vault door, as the cutscene has the guard open it for you anyway.
Oh, that's a heavy door. Ain't much getting through here. There.
For number 13 and number 12, I'm going to group both the maintenance and the Bugstars approaches together, as there really isn't much difference between the two. The main difference between these approaches and the group sex is how you cannot be seen on the lower floors. And you actually have to do some drilling.
There's disc 2. And number 3. Okay, right side's all done.
Despite this one probably being the heist that players play the most, it's not because it's a good experience, but more for how much it pays out. Another reason the Cayo Perico is so popular is because how easy it is, and is the only heist that can be done solo, so you're not relying on anyone else to mess it up. There are many optional approaches, but nobody ever uses them, as there is the meta way to complete it, which is by taking either the submarine or the long fin boat into the drainage tunnel. And of course, the way to get out again, this heist becomes very vanilla without much variety.
Well, he sounds irritated again.
However, doing this with a good team who knows where to be and what to do is a good experience if you're getting in and out completely stealth.
Yes, this will do very nicely.
For many older players, this was probably their first ever online heist, and it still holds up today. I'm sure we've all had that experience of waiting for their teammates to finish the hacking, but as a team of 2 competent players aiming for the elite challenge, this has a good pace and a nice variety for such a short heist.
Keep driving for the bridge. I got this under control. We have liftoff. Let's go.
For the Doomsday Act 2, 2 teams of either 2, 3 or 4 players split up, where one team raids the submarine while the other team keeps the choppers at bay. This would be higher on the list were it not for so much time doing nothing, while everyone waits for the long cutscene inside the sub to finish. What makes this heist stand out is the premise, and is the only finale which involves going out to sea in such a way.
Big ones inbound. Wait, who are these guys? Are you fucking kidding me? Avon sent a death squad to take you out. Oh, jeez.
We're back to the Diamond Casino, and this time it's the silent and sneaky approach. Once you know the method to get down to the vault quickly without being spotted, and of course the way to get out again, this heist becomes very vanilla without much variety. However, doing this with a good team who knows where to be and what to do is a good experience if you're getting in and out completely stealth.
Listen up, we have bad news and good news. The bad news is they did a spot check on the vault, so they know it's been robbed. The good news is they have no idea who or how. The cops are on their way, but you can still make it out undetected if you do exactly what I say.
Doomsday Heist Act 1 is potentially the fastest heist to complete out of all of them, but going in guns blazing and taking out the 80+ enemies in such a short time is a real treat due to how action-packed it is from start to finish.
Please remain in the safe zones. Facility under attack.
Series A is the first heist on the list, which requires a full 4 players in order to complete it, where 2 teams of 2 take care of their own side of the warehouse while being bombarded by enemies from all angles.
Country boys over here! Yes, people! You're not just fighting for me! You're not just fighting! In the industries, you're fighting for the little people, Okay! We got an opening! Let's go!
This first attack is then followed by a long but eventful drive all the way to the lighthouse, while being shot at from all angles from various Los Santos gangs.
Anyone screws up, I use their head for a hood ornament!
The prison break is notorious for being hell to complete with randoms, but with a well-organised team, when everything comes together, it's a real joy to play.
Asset acquired, get to the pickup.
This is a mess!
Paycheck is in your hands, transporter. Protect Reshkovsky. Do not risk the asset. Open a window before he moves.
Every player needs to be able to know their role and how to execute it, or everyone will fail. When your plan comes together and all moving parts work, it's a real sense of achievement when you get this one completed.
The local PD are all over this. Communicate. Choose somewhere with enough space to land and pull them out.
At number 4, we have the Pacific Standard Job. This is the 5th and final heist for the original apartment heist, and is still a real challenge to most inexperienced players. The most exciting way is to hop onto the electro bikes and make your way over to the waiting dinghy by jumping off a mountain and gliding down. But there are other, safer ways, like triggering noose inside the bank and simply driving to the boat without taking much damage.
You know when you'll have lots of time? When you're put in jail for robbing a bank and putting down a load of cops. You don't have time right now. Get out of there as quick as you can.
The aggressive approach is definitely not played as much as the silent and sneaky or the big con approaches, because it is much more effort and the preps for it are also much more challenging. But this is easily the most fun out of the lot, especially if you're going for the elite challenge where you need a load of headshots. Just make sure you have done the Duggan shipments prep and picked up the reinforced armor to use in the finale.
Triggering the EMP. Get ready to jump.
Just missing out on the top spot is the Humane Labs raid. Easily the best premise out of all of the heist finales, this one has everything, from individual tasks to be completed by each player, parachuting in, to raiding a secret government base, to night vision shootouts, to swimming through cooling tunnels, to sniping down buzzards, and the giant helicopter shootout at the end. This heist finale has it all. But in the #1 spot and the best heist in GTA Online is the Doomsday Scenario Act 3. For most people, this is easily the hardest one to complete. This is the main reason why this is my favourite. During most of my heist live streams, we'd have a go at doing this one most of the time. Once you know what you're doing and how best to get those 150 headshots for the Elite Challenge, it becomes much more enjoyable, but also still challenging.
Why do dogs die? Why do people keep dogs? Why do dogs keep people? When we're in charge, we should make clever dogs and give them people as pets. Do you love me? It's not like in the movies. I have real feelings. My favorite feeling is Schadenfreude.
So that is my heist list from worst to first. But what is yours? Let me know in the comments below.
Well, this has been horrifying. Really, really horrifying, but also pretty fun. So, bye-bye.
If you found this video useful, please drop it a like and subscribe for the best GTA guides on the internet. Here are some other videos you may also enjoy.